Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. It is February 24, 2023. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcasts. I will do the disclaimer. Use allegedly. Nobody's been found guilty in a court of law just yet. Apply the but-for legal standard. But for Mr. Perry coercing, causing extreme duress on purpose, maliciously and intentionally. Making unwanted contact to my coworkers, no matter what job it is, to my family, to my friends, to me. Invading my privacy in the most vulgar, nasty, egregious way. And provoking and bothering and provoking and bothering and causing one loss after another. Trying to traffic me, trying to exploit me. We wouldn't do the podcast to document it. And yeah, it's going to piss me off. He's taking everything I have. That's going to piss me off. So a normal reaction that anybody would have in my situation, to an abnormal situation, I guess Mr. Perry likes whining that he's the victim when I call him, cuckoo bird. Well, he has a mental illness that's causing him to commit crime against me, I guess. That's not definitive, but he's got Huntington's disease. We found that out because when he contacts me and when he causes problems and loss for me, we find shit like that out. We get the information before he does it, not after. And I'm repeating myself again. So Huntington's causes paranoia, delusion, psychosis, hallucinations. He thinks things that he sees me do in the privacy of my home illegally against my will is a secret love message. That's how whack job this guy is. He's sitting around watching TV. I can tap my fingers and he goes around telling everybody, see, she loves me. Oh my God, wow. Nope. I didn't want you to see that at all, much less take it wrong. So yeah, I get to call you a whack job. You took my home. You took my car. You're trying to get me fired again. Duly note that for the record, we all know. Everybody knows. And everybody's pissed. Everybody's pissed. Not at me, at you. And the people you used. You had them bully me like a motherfucker. So I'll get into that in a minute. So but for him doing that, you should know who I work with or where I work. You shouldn't care. I've been gone from Lubbock. I left in 2013. I've been in Oklahoma for 9 years. My family's here. I came to be with them and not be bothered by you or have to listen to the fucked up shit you say or how you feel and I need and I want and the whining and the threats. You're gonna get me all day long. I'm gonna force you back to Texas all day long. You get another car, I'll take it all day long. I'm getting you fired all day long. So everybody note that for the record, the bitch is still threatening me and I can call him Princess Cuckoo Bird if I feel like it because I'm pissed about that. You're selectively targeting me in 100 different ways because you need another smear campaign. It's called entrapment. We've been over it and over it. You told everybody who would listen in 2016 when you had me false arrested the first time. I'm gonna send her home intentionally and maliciously, piss her off and cause her loss and problems all day, every day. And when she complains about it, I'm going to go in a court of law and lie and say she's harassing me. And you've said it, and we've said it, and you act like you don't know you're caught, and you are. You act like you don't know you're caught trafficking. You traffic women, you're trying to traffic me. You're trying to force me against my will to do something illegal, something I don't want to do. You're having me bullied by this little chick pothead I work with. Oh my God, did you guys get everybody all riled up over that? You happy, princess? You feel tough, guy, when you pick on a woman? Huh? Boy, you're in for it. You have no idea. So is she. This is like the hotel thing you did. Do it again, I dare you. Because right after you did that, or right kind of when you were during the period of time when you started doing that, and I said it then, the people that live around me that are bullying me for you are going to go to jail with you. I hope they can live with that. That's their choice. So are the people that I'm working with right now. That one little bitch that you have and bully me constantly. Everything's a fight. Everything's an ordeal. Everything's a thing. And you know what I am? Just fucking work. We're at work. Go work. That's it. Nobody expects anything else from you but that. And you got her bullying me. This right here. It is a criminal act for her to do that. She's going to jail with you. Are you happy? She's got kids. But she likes prison or something, because she's got a boyfriend in prison who murdered a cop. He's in jail for manslaughter. He was drunk driving and he took a man away who has a family. That's her boyfriend. She met him on Facebook. What a fucking... I don't even know what to say. Okay, so... I mean, it doesn't get any more pathetic. Here we go again. So, apply the but for legal standard, the proximate cause. You're the causation. You're the causation, sir. The reasonable, prudent individual standard. That doesn't sound reasonable or prudent to me. Dignitary. I'll tell you what, my grandmother, I didn't finish this the last time I did my podcast. I grew up in the home of an elected official. My family was the power in the town where I grew up in Roswell. My granddad's name is on the police department to this day. He helped set up all those fucking alien museums. It's bringing a lot of money into that town. He's very smart. Guess what he said? He told me what happened, and he said, I'm not going to tell anybody I can't tell anybody what he said on what it was. But on the alien thing, you dumb fucks, Mr. Perry thinks Roswell aliens are telling me all this, that he has Huntington's disease and shit. Yeah, that's it. Tell the court that. And shapeshifters. I mean, we're like, wow, delusion, hallucinate, impaired cognitive reasoning. The diagnosis of Huntington's disease explained a lot, didn't it? Okay, because we were saying for a good long time, there's no cognitive reasoning here. There's no if then. If I don't like X, then if I don't like Y, maybe I ought to stop doing X. I'll do the same thing every day that gives me results I say I don't like. Either you're full of shit, or you're just the dumbest son of a bitch. I mean, for 10 years, you contact me. You invade my privacy. You cause loss, hardship, and problems for me. We get more. We find out more about your crime. It's the same thing. It started with a McNamara email that you know of, Mr. Perry. Also apply equal protection. I have the legal fucking right to equal protection of the laws that are in the state of Oklahoma, to protect women who are victims of domestic violence. Anti-stalking, anti-peeping, anti-harassment, anti-bullying, coercion, witness tampering, sex trafficking, exploitation, your selective prosecution. Everybody in town might call somebody Princess Cuckoo Bird when they're pissed off, or I'm going to throat punch that bitch, or whatever they say. But it's only illegal if I do it because it's you. Civil rights apply to you, but not me. Is that how that works? You denied me due process on the first false arrest you did. Right, Mr. Powell? You didn't properly collect my evidence or preserve it. Then you impeded Tulsa police from doing that. But they helped. I mean, they gave you my police report. I don't know who the fuck does that. That's not policing. I don't know what that is. Corruption? It's like on the Tulsa King. You guys just call up, a cop and pull her over about like 100 times, and then he did it. And then they kept doing it. We're about to get the list. Yeah, it's true that the Tulsa King depiction, unfortunately. But things are different, though, since we came. Remember, I'm not Wyatt Earp. I didn't come here to mop up. I came here to be with my family and no fighting and no drama. I fucking hate it. So when you do it anyway, you know what's going to happen. We're going to find out things like when you had the people at that hotel where I was staying after you had me kicked out of my apartment. Just a few months later, did the same thing with the hotel. And what did I tell you? We got Gipetto's name. Lucious's name, right? When you had me kicked out of my apartment, it was Calvin, who's bald and fat. I mean, we get more information when you do that. You know that, and you do it anyways. So this is the crime of coercion. You little bitch that bullies me at work. You're about to go to jail with him. You want to act like you want to be his bitch? Be his bitch. You just have at it. Make sure you can live with your choices, okay? You got kids. This is a criminal act, what you're doing to me. Okay? Also, the other one, economic abuse. It's common among stalkers. So Cunts Wheeler, I'm asserting my equal protection right. It's gender discrimination, sir. It's misogyny. It's heinous. It's heinous. It's as bad as racism. Gender discrimination is as bad and as disgusting and as nasty as racism. You oughta, it's appalling. It's appalling. So equal protection applies to me too. I'm a U.S. citizen, living in the U.S., born in Roswell, New Mexico, where my granddad says to me, I don't believe aliens even exist, much less that they landed in Roswell. But here's the thing. When I'm on the city council, there's some money problems with the town. And we're like, wait, we could bank on the fucking curiosity with Roswell aliens. And they do, and they have. He was really smart. You know what my grandmother taught me? If it isn't yours, keep your fucking hands off of it. Keep your hands off of it. Stand up straight. Chew with your mouth closed. Get your fucking elbow. She didn't say fucking. Get your elbows off the table. Look somebody in the eye when you shake their hand. Say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. And give them a firm shake. Don't do the fish thing. And don't do it so hard you break their fingers. Just give them a nice firm. We were taught how to behave. You clearly weren't. We were also taught not to be a freeloader. You clearly weren't. You had a whole different upbringing than me. And you can tell by the way you act. You don't know how to act. You have no dignity. None at all. You embarrassed the hell out of me. So, this is economic abuse. So, girl at work, you like causing me duress because Mr. Perry wants a conflict. He wants me to get fired. He wants me to quit. I want you to write this down because they're having y'all listen to this too, and we all know that. There's no other way you could know about it if they weren't. They hired you, didn't they? Perry is contacting my coworkers, and he's telling them to bully me. Not all of them. Some of them. Some of them don't bully me. This one girl does. Okay, here's the thing. The people that own this club have been very good friends of mine for a very long time. We've worked very well together. We've had a great time. All of a sudden, here's this chick that's only been here 30 days, and she's missed at about half of that. Calls in sick. Or shows up late or leaves early. Yesterday, I get up. I do part of my job. It takes about 3 hours. And and then everybody comes running in with an emergency. You fix it. Okay, let me see what I can do. I spend another, from 7 to 1 o'clock in the morning trying to fix the other problem. It might be she caused the other problem. There's something that doesn't look right in the way that she acted, in some things she did and said, and in what we can all see on a camera. It's way off. So, I spent all my time doing that. And then, she's like, I'm going home. Wow, your shift's not done yet. Well, I don't feel good. Okay, stick it out. Because you've missed a lot of work already. Nope, I'm going home. So I'm told, you go do her job. I have not, at this point, even had a bath or a meal. I got up and I'm starting to work the second my feet hit the ground. And it's like that a lot. Almost every day. Well, every day I get up and I'll have a cup of coffee and then I'll start working. And then, and it's for me 7 days a week. So some days are a lighter load so that it's not like I'm just breaking my back, killing myself. I mean, some days I am working 7 days a week, but some days it's a much lighter load. So it's not like it's huge, horrible work, but I didn't get to take a bath or eat until after, gosh, it must have been 7 o'clock in the morning. Because the second the club closes, she starts trouble again, and she's blowing up my phone. I had to fucking block the girl. I didn't even read her text. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I kept telling her, I'm not fighting with you. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You've been here 30 days, maybe a little bit more than that. You don't know what the fuck you're doing yet. And here's the thing. We change things all the time. Sometimes one way just doesn't work very well anymore, and then we got to change it. So if somebody tells you anything about that, since the day she started working, if she did something, and you want to try to teach her, She throws a fit. She gets defensive. She starts arguing with you. You know, everybody likes an employee like that. Just so pleasant. When they're brand new, they don't know a fucking thing, and you're trying to teach them, and you're like, actually, what you need to do is this. They start yelling and arguing, and it's like that every time you try to tell her something. And I'm like, oh my God, wow. Okay, if it's my business, remember, I have owned my own businesses. 2 or 3. If it's my business, I'm not putting up with that. Bye-bye, see ya. You're gonna argue with me or you're gonna work, because we can't do both here today. So I don't have any I mean, they're like you're fucking Miranda Priestly, and I'm really not, but I guess for them I am. I mean, I don't know what they're used to, but to me, you get in your work, and you work, and you try to do the very best of your ability, your job. And when you're new, you realize I'm new. I don't know a fucking thing. So people that know are gonna try to teach me, and if I'm doing it wrong, they're gonna tell me, and I need to learn it just like that. I need to say okay and do it right. Not her. She screams, yells. It's a big fit, and oh, the owner said this, and the owner said that, and oh my gosh, okay. But he doesn't know what you just did, because he's not standing here watching to see what I just saw, and you just did something you shouldn't have done, or you didn't do something. You know, it may be more like a negligent whatever. You know, you should have done this and you didn't. Anyways, I'm like just kind of teaching her. You know, okay, when you do this, when this happens, do that. Okay, I start screaming at me, yelling at me. I'm like, oh my God, wow. So, you're just a ray of sunshine. You're here to make everybody's life joyful, aren't you? You know, I don't... And she's like a very young lady. She's probably, I don't know, in her early 20s, and I'm 50s. I mean, so I'm like, I don't get you. I mean, I just fucking don't get you. I'm trying to, I'm biting my tongue so many times, because I'm very vocal. I'll tell you what the fuck I'm thinking, and I'm not going to be always nice about it. I mean, I'll be nice at first, but if you keep going at me like that, I'm pretty soon I'm not going to be nice. I'm going to be a lot more firm. Even if it's not, it doesn't matter if they work for me or not. This is interpersonal relationships. You don't have to put up with that shit. You don't have to. It doesn't matter who you are. Whether you work for them or they work for you, doesn't matter. You don't have to be treated like that. And I don't put up with it. Mr. Perry's telling these people to bully me. And this one does it anyway. I mean, she's got some of this stuff in her that's that way anyway. Just defensive and argumentative. And if you ask her, you know, about her past jobs, her work history is not impressive. It's really not. Anyway, so, She one day walks in after she's been on the job about 20 days and missed probably 8 of those, and announces she's going to be the manager, and everybody's kind of going, okay, huh? Well, gosh, all right. You know what? Nobody knows quite what to think about that, and so, she did something yesterday that was not cool. And I complained about it, and the owner changed it. Okay, we'll not do it her way, we'll do it this way. And so instead of him telling her, which he should have done, he had me tell her, and everything blew up. And I'm telling her, look, you never come to work, you leave early, you come late, you are argumentative, and you cause conflict when somebody's trying to teach you something or correct you. And guess what? That's an ongoing thing for all of us on a daily basis. So it's not like, you know, you're just it's just you. No, everybody, every fucking body. We're all learning. I'm still learning. These other people that work here are still learning. We all still get corrected. Why are you special? Why do you think you're special? That you shouldn't be corrected. That you've been here less than a month and you think you know everything. I mean, it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for her. So, to my amazement, she's blowing up my phone. I'm trying to go to sleep. Keep in mind, I've already worked from 3 o'clock in the afternoon and did her work for her because she left early. She's lazy. She's a pothead. The guy that talked about it on here was absolutely right. She is a pothead and she is lazy. But she wants to be important. She wants to be the boss. So, anyways, on and on. I mean, this is, I'm handling the conflicts. I'm handling the problems. And I did not want to be in any kind of leadership position, but it's kind of been expected, I guess. Here's a problem, you deal with it. You'll know what to do, you deal with it. And it's kind of just happened that way. And to where, but I guess she got jealous or decided she's going to be the boss with all of her 12 days of experience. And I'm like, I don't even have words for this. But he took her side. And I'm like, okay, I've known you for fucking ever. And I worked my ass off for you every day. She's not even showing up. And you did that. And that was a very, very bad business decision at best. And maybe what Mr. Perry told you to do, because everybody wants me to get fired so I can be trafficked easier. And it's duly noted for the record in your criminal case, Mr. Perry. Because they always going in there talking to the judge when they need to get extensions on some, I'm not going to name exactly what kind of orders they have. I know some of them, but not all of them. But let's just say, for example, if there was a wiretap order and they need to get it extended or expanded or something, or add someone to whatever it is they're already, okay, well, they're gonna sometimes need to use what you just did today as to why, probable cause why they need that. Right? Who's Monique, Mr. Perry? Who is Muffin Man to you? Who's Calvin, Bald Fat Calvin? Who's Blankenship and Desiree? Who's James and Reuben? Are those the two guys out in Sapulpa? You thought they were leaks. You thought they were leaks, right? So there's definitely a problem here because the boss doesn't normally make poor business decisions like that. To just throw somebody he's known for almost a decade under the bus, who has worked their butt off day in and day out, and he came to me with, here, you handle this and you handle that, knowing I could, knowing I would, and just walk away from all that and shove that up your ass. I'm gonna give the new person here, who's the pothead, pathetic, let her take over the club, the whole club. And he did. There's only one reason he would make that poor of a business decision, because nobody in their right mind would do that. There's one way he would do that, and that's that you, Charles Perry, told him to do that, or told him he had to do that, because you want to do that, and you want to coerce, and you want her to bully me. And she did. And after that, I'm telling her, I have blocked your fucking text. I'm not even reading that shit. I don't have time. And I don't want you to talk to me anymore, and don't ask me for help. Don't even, just, you leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. Well, I get to work, and I go to a kind of a little corner where nobody really is, because I don't want to deal with it. She fucking chases me over there. And, oh, the boss wants me to do this and this and this. And I'm looking at her and I go, tonight? I don't think he was wanting you to do it tonight. Nope, right now, tonight. And she starts talking to me, and I literally plugged my ears and I said, shut up. I said, don't talk to me. And I got up, took my shit, and I got up and I left. I had to move again. I'd already moved once, not to be around her. And then I moved to, and now who does that sound like? Yep. That sounds like somebody who's a sex sadist, gets off on hurting people. He's addicted to it. And a serial killer, by the way, and a cop killer. Oh, by the way, she's dating a cop killer. What do you guys do? You guys meet all in some sort of chat room where you all have everything in common. Stuff no normal person wants anything to do with. So we got that, and now that, make sure she sees that, okay? Make sure she gives that to her attorney and explains thoroughly what she's looking at. Because she bullied me all night again. Let's go provoke. Let's go provoke. So, and everybody's kind of surprised that I put some information out here that might reveal where I am. And somebody goes, nope, she doesn't make mistakes. She did that on purpose. And he's right. I don't put stuff out that might reveal where I am unless I'm going to do something with whatever it is you do with that. And I guess that was Mr. Powell. Yep. Mr. Powell he's addicted to where's her whereabouts? We need Ms. Ortiz's whereabouts. Can you get me an address? You got it, Matt? Did I give you enough little clues in here? You got it? Do what you do, Matt. Do what you do. Did you need second verse of the same song? Do it. I dare you. Because see, we get more every time you guys hurt me. Every time you guys cause me a problem. Every time you cause me a conflict. Look at all this from today. Mr. Perry was a busy boy. Bothering and causing problems and causing... I fucking hate fighting. There was another situation that happened about a week ago where there was somebody that needed to just do one little chore. And I said, I want you to do this one little chore. No, you do it. Nope. I told you to do it. So did the owner about 4 times. And fighting. One of them, they're fighting with me for an hour via text. And then one of them gets to the club and walks in and just keeps it going. And I looked at him and I said, shut up. I get your point. I understand exactly what you're saying. I completely disagree. You fucking wasted an hour of my day with this. He told you, the owner told you to get it done, so get it the fuck done. And I walked off. And that's how I am. And if that upsets somebody who's lazy and you got to spend an hour of your time arguing about doing something you could have had done during that, what you could have had it done in 5 minutes. Now you've wasted everybody's time with a whole hour arguing about why you shouldn't do it. What a stupid idiot. I mean, come on. So it's been like that for me. Mr. Perry makes conflicts wherever the fuck he can. Calls my coworkers up, which is illegal for him to do that. Remember, the allegations are stalking. I left Lubbock. He's married. Jacqueline. Where's Jacqueline when you bother me? You have no legit legal reason to be contacting me or my family or my coworkers or anybody I fucking know. Not one. So why are you? Why the fuck are you? I'm not going to be trafficked. You're trying to force me against my will to be trafficked. I said no. I've said no for years. We've had this information for years, sir. That all this crap you're trying to do, the forged marriage license in your pretend world, and you think you're bait. Oh my God, you're the ugliest, most nasty, disgusting, repulsive piece of shit on the planet. You're vomit. You are not bait. So, we got all this. When you contact me at all, when you invade my privacy at all, when you commit a crime against me at all, it's different. We get more information from right inside your criminal organization that nobody else has. What's Papa John's? Papa John's is, look at that. It started with that. This was in 2015. Every day since then, I've quoted you. This is a very detailed, specific, this is an email about very specific, detailed information about a crime you intended to commit against me, and then you did do it. And you obstructed justice, and you destroyed my evidence of attempted murder. You're trying to kill me. Mr. Powell made sure there was no blood test, so now I can't prove that. It's due process, Matt. Right? You heard of that? I get that you got the Cracker Jack Box Law degree, but try to get somebody to explain it to you that doesn't. Because even I'm a layperson. I did take criminal law, Mr. Powell, in my college class, and I made an A. Mr. Perry, I'm going to say this to you one fucking last time. No one cares what you think. Shut up. Didn't ask you, did I? Act like you understand me. I don't care what you think. Everybody cares what I think. I don't like being raped by you. I don't like being bullied by you and your little people. I don't like you. Fuck off, weirdo. Fuck off. Get a life. You're pathetic. See? We got that. It wasn't up to you, was it? Right after this, we got Calvin's name and found out he's bald and fat. Any of the victim have that? You stupid little fuck. Anybody have it? Yeah. We're going to take her car. We're going to take her home. We're going to have the people around her bully until she's coerced. I mean, it's a crime. I just went through the whole thing. We got all this because every time you do that, what happens is we get more information on your crime. We get it before you do it. I haven't been trafficked yet. I hadn't been arrested yet. Right? My car hadn't been taken yet. See? I get another car. He says he's going to take that one too. Everybody note that for the record. Mr. Perry threatened me again today. Okay. So, you're going to have this little girl that knows not a fucking thing. You know, be my boss and piss me off. Do it. I dare you. I dare you. Do it, sir. Do it. Okay? You gonna fuck with my work? Do it. I dare you. And remember what gets us all this. Alright, princess weirdo? You feel pretty in that dress you wear? Huh? Because real men don't pick on women and children to feel tough. Girly men do. Alright? Now, I said leave me the fuck alone. And by God, that's what I meant. And when you don't, we get more. And we get more. And we get more. And we quoted you guys again all fucking day. Didn't we? Look at all that. This was about what he did to me at work. There were some people pretty pissed off about it. It's not normal to do that to somebody, Charles. Who's Monique? Who's the muffin man? Huh? You feel pretty in that dress you wear? Your doll have a matching dress? Yep. You have no chance of anything with me at all. You're a job for me, and I'm very good at what I do. And I have help. Look, they got me that. They got me all that. You want to fuck with me at work? I dare you. Do it. Watch. You won't like how that turns out. But you do it. Here's your shovel. Dig away. There's coercion. Little chick that works with me, that bullies me at work, do that one more time. Okay? You're going to jail with Mr. Perry. Okay? You can live with your choices, right? Alright, so I guess what the complaint was, for one guy at least, is he's like, we had all the people at her work trained in how to sting up like she can. We spent a lot of time and energy doing that. And in one 24-hour period of time, they fucked it all up. Now she won't trust anybody. And I'm going to repeat this again. When I got to work, I went to a place I don't normally go. I had homework due. I had to get it done. I went off in a corner where nobody was, because I'm not going to deal with the drama, and I fucking hate fighting. And when I'm at work, if I know my response, here's the thing. My boss doesn't have to fucking tell me diddly shit, really. You can look around you and see, does the trash need emptying? Empty the fucking trash. Tables need to be wiped off. Wipe off the fucking tables, right? Some things are just common sense. And so, I mean, some things you don't have to be told. You just know that's what you need. I mean, I see it needs to be done. I'll get up and do it. Right? So, what, you know, what is it that, you don't, you know, I guess for me, it's hard for me to understand why other people don't think like that you could notice things that need to be done, get them done. And then when somebody has to correct you or tell you, you start screaming and yelling and getting defensive and argumentative. You're not showing up for work half the time. You're late, or you leave early. And then you want to run the club. Okay. Say that with a straight face, would you? And you think my boss, under normal circumstances, would go, oh, sure, she should run the club. No, he's not stupid. So he said that because you told him to. He did what he did because you told him to. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. So I try to avoid. She comes over to me where I am and started bothering me where I am and provoking. So I get up and trying to talk to me, and I'm like, do not talk to me and don't be where I am. Well, he told me to come over here right now tonight. Yeah, no, I don't think he did. No, he did. Blah, blah. Here we go again. But, oh my gosh, shut up. I'm going to leave again. This is, you know, the repeat. But here's the thing. We quoted you guys all fucking night. And some guy was all pissed off. We needed her to be relaxed and get some, you know, gain her trust. Hoping that she'll kind of let her guard down a little bit and slip up and say who these guys are that get her all that information. Like the Muffin Man's name, and Papa John's is making delivery of a sex trafficking victim. And Lucious and Calvin, we need to know who's telling her all that. The McNamara email I just showed. But we can't do that when he's always going at her and going at her and going at her and causing problems, and everything's a thing and everything's an ordeal and everything's conflict and drama. And if it's fun, he makes it unfun. Why doesn't she like me? I don't know. What could it be? What could it be? And, so this chick's following me fucking through the building. And I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to hear you talk. Don't talk to me. Don't come anywhere near me. Stay the fuck away from me. Somebody I work with. Because she works for you. And we all know that. So she can go to jail with you. She's going to have the same consequences you have. And I know good and well my boss would not do that unless she told him he had to. He's not stupid.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my god. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this.
Yeah. Didn't ask you what you think about her clothes, did she? Nope. She said, leave me the fuck alone. Didn't she? When you contact me, Mr. Perry, we get more. You don't get a date. Nobody's in love with you. Nobody's wanting to hold your hand. You get rejected and told on. And rejected and told on. And told on. And told on. And told on. And no one else knows about your Muffin Man code words. The guy's name. No one else knows Papa John's is your code word for making delivery on a sex trafficking victim. I know that. What does it mean that I know that? Why do I have that information? And Calvin's name, and he's bald and fat, and Gipetto, your witch, and Sonjay, your hacker, and Blankenship and Desiree. Right? James and Reuben, Dickie and Richard. Right? How do I have those names? To my knowledge, I've not met those people. Why is it different when you do it to me? Dumb fuck. What does that mean? You're gonna get me. You're gonna get me fired. You're gonna take my car if I get a new one. We all know. You've said it and said it and said it. We've been talking about this. We've do this with you over and over. You threaten and threaten and threaten and threaten, and we say it and say it and say it and say it, and everybody's going, does he not know he's caught yet? Is he that stupid he doesn't know he's caught? Yeah, he'll do it anyway. And then go, nobody will suspect a thing. But they do, and you're going to jail because I have all that information no other victim has. And that's where you got to disconnect. And you got a big disconnect, and everyone laughs at you. Everyone laughs at you behind your back. Do you like that? Maybe you ought to get a grip on reality so that doesn't happen. Do you think? I don't think you can think past tying your shoe. I think you think about as good as this guy.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave.
And everyone else sees your conduct as very inappropriate and outside of social norms and very offensive and very deviant. And everybody's sick and tired of it. Ask Monique.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
Alright. That's how everybody else feels about the way you act. Everybody else feels. That's why we can get information and you can't. Name one of my guys. I just named a whole bunch of yours. Name one of my guys quote one of our meetings. Okay? Now get your little bitch to bully me again tomorrow. Or tonight. Or the next day. Or the next night. Do it. I dare you. Okay? Because I'm liking the results we get. Because when you contact me, we get more information about your crime. Because we're building a criminal case against you, and you're going to go to jail. And what day will they arrest you? You know everything. You and little Missy Prissy over here that's worked all of 30 days and missed half of that. You two know everything. You figure it out. Right? All right. And we'll see you in court.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
So I'm also asserting my right to equal protection against grand larceny with intent to coerce, deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. I have the right not to be bullied at work or harassed by somebody you hired to do that to me. So everybody was appalled at what you did. Absolutely appalled. I guess some guys, because now we'll never get her to trust. Now she knows you're talking to those people she works with. We needed to be where she didn't know, and she was going to, relax and trust people and let her guard down a little, and then hopefully let something slip up. But you fucked all that up. All y'all fucked all that up. We worked for people for months or however long it was. Is that what you said? Is that what they said? Months? We spent a lot of time helping those people she works with be able to sting off her right back. And you fucked it up. Now we don't know who these guys are getting her that information. I said name one, and you can't. Everybody fucking hates you. You don't get that? They don't like your crime, sir. They don't like it. Absolutely don't like it. So you got your little Missy Prissy working in here, and she thinks she knows everything. I mean, I don't even know what to say. She doesn't show up half the time. She calls in, she comes in late, and she leaves early. And I got to do her job the other day again. Yeah. So, and then she's chasing me around, bullying. I'm gonna call the boss, cause I'm like, oh my gosh, here we are in the daycare again. So I'm very direct. Yeah, if everybody, she's Miranda Priestly, watch Miranda Priestly, and then tell me I'm Miranda. I mean, get in there and go to work, and otherwise don't bother people. I mean, it's not hard. Everybody else can do it. Why can't you? And Mr. Perry has a mental disease, a diagnosed severe mental illness and a severe mental retardation problem. Both. Impaired cognitive reasoning is mental retardation. Psychosis, hallucinations, paranoia, and delusion is a severe mental illness. He's got both. He's your leader. He's our leader. You go to the funny farm and ask those people for help on life strategies and work strategies and career building strategies. Yeah, this girl, okay, imagine how this girl looks to law enforcement. There's cops helping me, Mr. Perry, that told me what you just said. So imagine how she looks to them. She's on Facebook, meets a prisoner who killed a cop. And now she thinks she's in love with that. For God's sake. It doesn't get more pathetic. So imagine how she looks to other cops. The ones helping me. That are chivalrists, not misogynists. They help women and children. They don't berate. They don't beat down. And if they feel like they need to pick on somebody, it'll be somebody like you. Right? And they have handed your ass to you on a silver platter, but you're so delusional you don't get that. You don't understand what people say. Do you understand words, sir? Normal grown-up words? Like what this guy says? Do you understand him? I don't know how to deal with people like you. So I am a very blunt. somebody that a relative I'm reluctant to say a name or even who this person is, because I don't want to mess up his confidence. But another person that I work with said to me, you can tell you're used to the professional world and you're very, very direct, and some people think you're a bitch. And I almost said, thank you. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that, actually. I really fucking don't care. Here's the thing. Let's get the job done. We're here to work. Let's make money. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. And let's not complain, and let's not argue, and let's not fight. We got work to do. Let's go make money. That's why we're here. Is it not? We might as well stay home and kick our feet up. And, I mean, do nothing. Amount to nothing. Accomplish nothing. Fighting sucks up a lot of time and energy, which I don't have. And that's what I told the guy I was working with. When he starts arguing with me again after taking up an hour of my time, arguing about he didn't want to do something that took 5 minutes. And I looked at him and I said, and he's arguing, and I said, shut up. I get it. I get your point. I get it. I understand what you're saying to me. It's not that I don't get you. I get you. I disagree. Now, you've wasted enough of my fucking time. Go get it done. Period. The boss told you to do it 4 or 5 times, so go fucking do it. And leave me alone about it. They were trying to push their work off on me. Who the hell does stuff like that? So if that means I'm a bit... she's a Miranda Priestly bitch. Okay, but you know what? This place has been benefited from that. That's what people do who are successful. They would get it done, get the job done. Just like that. And on the people skills, if there's somebody that needs special speech, you need special treatment, you need it set a certain way, or you're going to cry, we'll get you a tissue. Or I can just get somebody who's, okay, how about you go say that for me, because I'm going to hurt the feelings. I think we're all adults. I don't get the whole hurt feelings thing. I'm not bullying. I'm walking in and I'm going, here, you need to do this. It's your job. So let's get it done. And that's that. There's no bullying involved with that. The bullying is involved in when somebody does something inappropriate, and I'm very nicely going, I don't think that's cool. And then I get, 20 minutes of rants when I'm trying to go to sleep after I've spent all night doing their job. And I have to block their texts. And I didn't read them. I didn't fucking read one of them. I don't care. Doesn't even make sense. Makes as much sense as you and Neil here. Since you guys are all...
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave this man.
Leave
me alone.
You guys have a special club, don't you? Did you guys meet in
I don't stop you.
Did you meet in a chat room? Now, she's yelling at him, but who's bullying who? See, he's going where she is, not the other way around. All I asked for tonight, leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not bothering you, don't bother me. And she walked all the way across the building and made a big effort to bother me. For you. Do it again one more time, I dare you.
Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm here.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm here.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm here.
Alright, so the police that gave me the Muffin Man and told me you have Huntington's disease, and, the recorded you saying to everybody who had listened in Manford, it's not legal, but I'm going to have her car towed and sold before she figures that out. When they put you in jail, she's going to have to answer to them. Okay, it's actually, at the end of the day, it's not my opinion that matters. But it just so happens, those guys are very, very loyal to me. Yeah, it's the one relationship. You know what our shrink said? This is the one relationship he can't get into. So absolutely, he will not find out who we are. Because you need one part of your life he can't bother. He can't get, and it's the one part of his life kicking his criminal ass like never before. Ask the Muffin Man, ask Lucious, ask Calvin, ask Sonjay. Now, have her fuck with me one more time, I dare you.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just
leave me alone.
Nobody in their right mind takes somebody who works their ass off 7 days a week, and they've known for almost a decade, and throws them under the bus for some pothead dating a prisoner they've not even met. A prisoner who killed the cop. And doesn't show up for work half the time, or comes in late and leaves early. It makes everybody else do their job for them. And then comes in and acts like they run the club. Nobody does that in their right mind. So who made him do that? Because you've been threatening. I'm going to get you fired. Because I'm going to traffic you. I'm going to kidnap you. I'm going to threaten. Bully. Harass. Bother. Here we are 9 years later, and you're still in Oklahoma bothering people. And the only thing you get out of that is laughed at and made fun of and rejected and told on. So do it one more time. I dare you. There's your shovel. Dig away.
Oh, you talk to me for 2 minutes?
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes?
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop.